Hi, my name is Christina Levyssohn-Silva, and I'm a 6th grade science teacher at Vandenberg Middle School. At UCSB, I helped with research that looked at energy absorption by proteins. And so for my curriculum, I am trying to incorporate energy and energy transfer into the 6th grade science standards because they're versatile standards that can fit into lots of different curriculums and different subject areas. So we'll be building solar ovens and it will be looking at heat transfer in the solar ovens. Okay, right now I'm going to show you how to draw the lines to cut open the windows on the tops of the boxes. So what you'll need is, for me, each set of partners has 2 rulers that they use, and I've just got some extras so that I can show you a little quicker. The first thing students need to do is they need to find the creases on the boxes. So all the creases need to be found, and then they can lay it flat again. And they will take their rulers and they're going to line them up along the creases. So you'll need 2 rulers distance on one crease, and then 1 ruler on each of the side creases, and 1 ruler's distance on the bottom crease. And then the students, generally one of them will hold the rulers while the other one draws the square. And this is for a medium-sized pizza box. So depending on what size pizza boxes you end up with, you could have to adjust the size, how many rulers you use, or adjust the size of the window so that it fits the glass. Okay, so this is a regular pizza box. Some pizza boxes, like our Domino's pizza boxes, are shaped a little bit differently, and so we measured it differently. They have kind of a narrowed end, so we found that it was best to measure straight across from one corner to the other, and then the sides again. And on this one, because it's smaller, we only needed 1 ruler along each side. Okay, I told you that we had a razor blade for parents to use that are helping out in the classroom. And the way we would use it is have the parents start the cutting of the boxes. When the students cut the boxes, they're cutting out 3 sides of the window, and they're leaving one side, the side towards the center of the box, attached so that it makes like a flap. So the parents would take the razor blade and they would poke it through and cut a small section on the corners. Most students had trouble cutting corners of the boxes. So if you can get the corner started in both directions, the students would have more room to go in and cut the different lines, and they would cut the 3 sides by themselves. So I'll use the razor blade to make it go faster. Okay, the next step after you get your window cut open, right here, is to get foil on it. And the foil needs to cover the flap from the window, and you can use a long strip to just go all the way down to the edge of the box. With the foil, there's the dull side and the shiny side. The shiny side should be the side that's up. And if there's any extra pieces, like I didn't measure the foil because that takes a long time, so I just get a strip. And whatever was left over, the students could cut off, and they could put on the outside of the box around the outside of the window, and glue those pieces on, cutting them the right size. So we use regular white glue and kind of just zigzag it on, and then lay it over the top. And one of the things that can help is using a ruler to flatten out the foil, because lots of students will end up with crinkly foil, and then it won't reflect the light as well, the sunlight. So flattening out the foil can be helpful for getting a good reflection, especially on the part that is the window flap, because that actually is the part that reflects the light into the box. Okay, the last few steps are to fold the box into a pizza box shape, and then to tie a string so that the box can stay open. So on these particular pizza boxes, there are some slits on the grooves here. So we just put the string through the hole and then tied it so that one side was long. And then we punched a hole at the top of the flap and then could put the pizza or the string through the pizza box so that it can be what's it called? The angle can be changed to get the most light you can get into the box. And then you can tie it to keep it in place. So that was one step that we did. Then the other thing that you need to do once the pizza box is in shape is you need to get the black paper into the bottom of the box. And we just use a piece of black butcher paper and put it in to absorb heat at the bottom. This particular box has duct tape around the edges. You could test all the boxes with duct tape around the edges that kept air from escaping on there, on the sides. But in our case, we waited and we let the students figure this out as a way to prevent losing heat by convection.